Okay, I'm going to restart this. I videoed this morning when I first got up and decided to delete that. It was just too sad. So let me back up. Fell asleep okay, although my body was aching. It seemed like every part of my body hurt last night, and that was after taking an Epsom salt bath. So I don't know what that was all about, but I was in pain. And but fell asleep okay. But 3:30, woke up with this burning, the electricity going through your body, feeling like I'm just about ready to just die. Anxiety, adrenaline, cortisol. I don't know. It's hard. So laid there, tossed and turned, tossed and turned, tossed and turned. And at 5:30, I look over at the clock and realize I'm getting the ziggy-zaggy, the aura, the migraine aura, which is called a classic migraine. I lose my vision, part of my vision, for about 20 minutes. And it starts with like a little ziggy-zaggy in the middle and then kind of moves off to the side. And sometimes it's both eyes, sometimes it's just one eye, and it just gets really intense. And then all of a sudden it's gone and you have the headache. So I jumped out of bed and took a couple Motrin, which, praise God, helped. The headache that comes after was not intense at all. It hasn't the last couple times, but the last time I've had a migraine was back in June. I had two, one on top of the other, which was very unusual for me. But anyways, had a migraine. On top of being anxious and sick and everything else, it's like, so you become kind of almost despondent because it's like, are you serious? Can't catch a break forever, anything. I just got out of the shower. I did the treadmill. I may try to go in the sauna later, even though I've already showered. We'll see. I'm just going to play it by ear. But the migraine-associated vertigo is what I was diagnosed with by two neurologists. And because I started getting extremely dizzy, off-balanced years ago. I had it occasionally. I would just have momentarily have these episodes. And I also had several episodes of true benign positional vertigo, where that's where you're spinning, the room spins. And I think I've talked about that before, but this is just like off balanced and just, sorry, my eyes are really sensitive today. So I definitely have migraines. I mean, that's been documented. I've been having them since I was 18. But I went a long time without getting any, and then in the last couple of years I started getting them again. They're popping up here and there. I don't know if that's from the Lyme, Babesia, Bartonella. I don't know. All I know is that I've had them since I was 18, and every single time it happens, it scares the living crap out of me, because nothing's scarier than losing some of your vision. I don't care. I'll never get used to it. Never. So, something else that was on my mind. Oh, I have a friend who is an aromatherapist. She took schooling and got certified. She's an aromatherapist. She does not sell essential oils. She just makes up tinctures for people and does all the... I'm sorry, I thought I heard somebody coming in. And does all the research for them. And something very interesting that she shared with me yesterday was that Young Living and doTERRA, those two brands, which are big brands and very expensive brands, she does not use. Because, and I'll have to look again, I want to say GNC, but isn't that like a store? It's It's a report that they do on the oils, where they came from, when they were harvested, how pure they are. It's a report. DoTERRA and Young Living do not have these reports or do not release these reports. So she doesn't talk bad about them. She won't use these oils because she doesn't trust them enough. And everyone I've been meeting has been, spouting off about Young Living and doTERRA. Well, guess what? I'm not buying doTERRA and I'm not buying Young Living. I'm going to go with my girlfriend, who seems to know a whole lot more than just people on these websites who are just using the oils. They're not actually, or just selling them. She's an aromatherapist. She had to go to school for this. She's still in school to do one step higher, and don't ask me. Anyways, I've made an appointment with her to meet with me in the beginning of January because she was excited that I had reached out to her again, because she said when she was still in school, a woman who was in her class wrote several papers on the different oils for Lyme disease and co-infections, because her husband had it, and so she did intensive research. And my friend asked for copies of all this, and she goes, so I have like pages of recipes of different oils to try. And like, again, she doesn't just put an oil on you, she mixes oils. Another thing that she mentioned was that, I was being told to just put the frankincense on the back of your ears, put it right on your skin, blah, blah, blah. She said that's fine, except that you never know when your body may reject that and have a bad reaction to it. So she's always uses a carrier oil. Always. She does not apply. Back up. I'm sorry. That's a lie. Not always. She does apply it occasionally, but for the most part, she uses carrier oils. She also, the thing about ingesting it, like frankincense under the tongue every hour or whatever. No. She said no. Oh. You want to take it occasionally? That's fine. But daily? She doesn't agree with that. She sees no evidence that that's beneficial, and it's not good for you. These oils were more to be placed on your skin and not in your mouth. I'm just telling you what she said, and I trust her. So she used me as a case study back in a year ago, and made me up a roller ball of different oils for what I was going through. Clary sage, I'm going to try to remember them all. Ravensara, myrrh, frankincense, peppermint, and lavender. I think those are the ones that were in there. And I had rolled it on my body a couple times and just put it away and forgot about it. Well, I pulled it out again last night because she talked about how long oils last, that they do go rancid, that you have to be careful with the date of expiration. But anyways, the oils that she had made up for me, she reassured me that they were fine. So I started using them again. Now, is that why I had a migraine this morning? Who knows? I didn't do anything else different yesterday. But when I get my migraines, it doesn't usually go with a pattern. I can never, it's like, oh, I ate XYZ and I got a migraine. It has never, and I'm definitely not hormonal. I'm postmenopausal, so it's not that. Anyway, so with the oils, she gave me the names of the companies, but it won't matter because I won't be purchasing the oils myself. I am going to be having her make up different oils for me, and we'll see how it works. But yes, she said frankincense is great, and I have a little bottle of frankincense here, and I will continue to use it with a carrier oil until I meet with her. So, the migraine that popped up really has me befuddled because I don't know why it just happened like that. But Maybe it's the barometric pressure. I have noticed that I get woozier with that, and I definitely get woozier when I eat gluten. Could be that. I mean, all the schools are closed today because we're snowed in. Not really snowed in, but barometric pressure, I think when I looked at this morning with like 29 point, I don't remember. Anyway, I'll check back in later. I'm going to try my hardest not to cry today. My friend said, well, cry if you have to. And I said, well, it is my party and I can cry if I want to, but I just don't want to become despondent. And it's really hard not to when nothing seems to go your way. Every day is such a battle. Every second of my day, I spend battling this. Not a second isn't my mind wrapped around what's going on inside of me, in my head. I don't know if I said this yesterday, but I know I have babesia. I mean, even though it did come up positive, I know I have babesia now after reading the description of symptoms for babesia. I think I have babesia worse than Bartonella, but I absolutely have babesia, and I think it's worse than Lyme. I think that this babesia is definitely worse than Lyme because it is burning up my brain cells. And my insurance won't pay for Mepron, and that's what they use to fight babesia. I won't take Flagyl because that's the drug that they would cover, and I have it in the drawer, but I just won't take it because I haven't read really great things about Flagyl for babesia. I am taking wormwood. That's something that they use for that, but I don't know what else to do, but what I'm doing. I think I just talked myself into that. I do have to go into the sauna today because I need to detox. Okay, so I will check back in with you later. I don't know what else I'll have to add for my day but from me to you. Okay, just a quick hi. Friend of mine that I met online, Limey, she lives north of where I live. She's on her way over to meet me, and I invited her over. She had to come into the city for an appointment, so she wasn't too far away from where I live, and so I invited her over. So she's on her way. I might try to even put her on one of these little clips if she wants, if she doesn't mind being put on YouTube. Again, got the heat on. Oh, I know what I want to show you that I had in the clip that I deleted. My husband tried to hook me up again, tried to plug me in. So I was plugged in. This little patch, which this snaps onto it. So this little patch snaps, and then you plug this in. Where's the end of this? You plug this end into your ground, the circular ground area in your outlet. Anyways, he had me put that right onto that lymph node today. I don't want to do it. It's just a waste of me sitting there. And I said, I don't want to be tethered to something. But he asked me to do it, so I sat there for about an hour with it on, and I took it off as soon as he left. I was like, it's doing nothing. So anyways, I'll get back. Not that I have to pick up or anything for her, because my house doesn't get dirty because nobody comes over and I don't do anything. But I will. Oh, here's the book. Earthing. Here. Earthing. There. My husband's been reading it. He's this far into it. He clearly believes in all this goofiness. Bye. Hello. Just gonna do a quick update. My friend who I met online sees the same Lyme literate medical doctor that I see. She lives north of where I live. Just left. She's been here for a while. We had a good visit. Shared stories, swapped stories. So now I'm in the sauna. It's later than I usually would like to get in. It's after 4, but I have to go to the doctor's tomorrow morning, and after that I probably won't feel up to doing anything, because just getting out the door and going somewhere and being there by 9:30 in the morning will probably do me in. So I figured I'll do this now. It was nice chatting with somebody and spending time with them, but I will say that just sitting and talking after a while, my head starts getting very foggy, and every time I try to get up to move around, I get really off balance and dizzy, and it's so annoying to have this constantly. I'm getting tired just thinking about it, but really hoping that this doctor can find out what's going on here. When I tilt my head, it really pops out. It's not as protruding when I keep my head like this, but there's something definitely there that's not on this side. And like I said, when I tilt my head, it just, I don't know if it's a lymph node or what it is. Anyway, so that was my day. I just sat and chatted with her for a couple hours, several hours. She's been here, actually. Her symptoms are more with fatigue and pain, not as much as the neurological as me. But she also was not diagnosed with Babesia and Bartonella like I have been. No, I'm not naked. So that's it. I have nothing else to add to today's vlog. I was able to have somebody come over and spend time with me and talk to me, and that's a big, because there are days that I could not handle that at all. So I'm grateful for that. I guess I should be grateful for whatever I can have. Pray I get some sleep tonight. I get overly anxious just thinking about having to get up and get out the door and go to the doctor's tomorrow, but I have to have somebody take a look at my neck and tell me what they think, if I need to see somebody else or what. It's still snowing out, but I'm exhausted from the visit. As wonderful as it was, it just exhausts me. So I'm going to be in here for 25 minutes at 120 degrees. So from me to you.